Hey, what's up, everybody? Good times become good memories. Bad times become good lessons. More on that after this.
And the home of the brave, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Damn, that boy can sing.
You must be crazy.
He good.
You must be crazy.
Okay, let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's be straight up. I think a lot of people get the impression that I'm always happy, I'm never discouraged, I'm never depressed, I'm never unmotivated. Not true. Not true at all. This week the rent was due and I had no idea where the rent was coming from. Had no idea how we were going to make the deadline. And in the midst of all that stress, I got this in the mail. I got some tangible encouragement in the mail. This is the Junior Emmy that we worked so hard for. It says Jeannie D's Mr. Rogers Memorial Scholarship recipient, University of Southern California, 2015. So this past week, in the midst of all that stress and wondering and worry and anxiety, I got this in the mail, and it kind of just reminded me about my work ethic and how valuable I was. I think a lot of times stuff happens and you start to doubt yourself and your ability and whether or not you're doing a good job and whether or not you're worthy or validated. But sometimes fate steps in and reminds you that you can get through. And I think the moral of this story is, even amid the bad, there's always good. You just have to find it. But if you can't find it, sometimes it'll find you. And that's why the quote inspires me. Good times become good memories, but bad times become good lessons. I learned from my dad that you can always learn something even from a bad teacher or a bad situation. I don't want to say names because I don't want to put anybody on blast, but we used to go to this church and my dad would make me sit behind the organist, and the organist was terrible, not good at all, and I did not want to sit next to the organist. And I told him, I said, I don't want to do that. Why do I have to do that? And he said, you can always learn from somebody, even if you're learning what not to do. And that thing, that advice and those words stay floating around in my head today. You can always learn from anything, period. And that's why the quote resonates with me. Ultimately, there is good in the world if you look for it hard enough. News. Okay, so I mentioned the trophy that we got in the mail. Here's what's cool about the trophy. I'm the only person they had to mail it to. Everyone else got a trophy when they left the award ceremony, but mine wasn't done, so they had to mail it to me. They mailed it to me in this container. They mailed it to me in this Jumanji box with a lid with like velvet and satin inside. The trophy does not fit in that silhouette, okay? The holes don't match up. And upon examination, we figured out this is a box for a real Emmy, for a true TV Emmy Award. This is the box it comes in. Oh God, we got Emmys on the way, but y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. I was really happy about this. So that's my news for this week, is that we got the Junior Emmy, and one day we proclaim the real Emmy. And here's the box to prove it. Oh, trivia. Good times turn into good memories. Bad times turn into good lessons. Comment below with who said that from the annals of history, and you'll get a prize. Thanks for joining me, guys. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm a big fan of reading and learning about different people and different cultures, and I'm a huge Joseph Campbell fan. One thing we can glean from him is that there are universal truths across the world. In every story that's ever been told, there are common things. There's a common hero's journey. There are common archetypes. There are just things we have in common all over the world. So despite all of our differences, religion, geography, culture, beliefs, there are universal truths that we have in common. And one thing that pretty much everybody agrees on is just a consensus and conception of good and bad. Period. There is good and there is bad. So I want to encourage you as we finish the week that despite the bad stuff that happens to you or around you or that you see on the news, keep your eyes peeled for the good stuff, because that's the stuff that reinvigorates and encourages us. but you have to be ambitious enough to go find it, learn about it, and share it with somebody else. So thanks for joining me this week. I love you guys, and catch you later. Hey, if you enjoyed anything about the video, then click subscribe or check out my website. And also don't be afraid to share this stuff on your social media like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Okay, love you.